What's going on, everybody? This is your WOF Outlook and discussion for Monday, May 8th, 2023. And before we get into today's video, I hope everyone is doing well, remaining positive, and as always, staying blessed. All right, you guys, taking a look at the surface map this morning, you can see that we pretty much still have a very active central and eastern United States. Kind of a quiet west coast here, except for some general thunderstorm risk here across parts of the Pacific Northwest and extreme northern California, as we do have low pressure spinning off the coast, off the Pacific Northwest coast, that's going to be coming inland here, you guys. We do have a little disturbance here that's passing across the deep south and Gulf Coast, which could bring some showers and thunderstorms here across Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia later on as the daytime heating goes along, you guys. And we will continue to also have a thunderstorm risk here into the Carolinas, up into Virginia, even as far as parts of Pennsylvania, you guys. We will be able to see some showers and thunderstorms. The severe weather is going to focus here across parts of the Ohio Valley today, you guys, as we had some very heavy rains across Ohio and Illinois overnight, and that is now shifting into parts of Indiana and Kentucky, as you can see here, you guys. So if you haven't done so already, be sure to subscribe at your Weather on the Fly so you can stay up to date and weather aware. As the Storm Prediction Center comes out with their updates, I have them in my shorts community section so you won't miss a beat. Now, you guys, we're going to take a quick 10-second intermission while I get the surface plots off so we can get into today's video. Right, let's go. All right, you guys, and as you can see, we're going to broaden it out. As you can see, pretty much most of the United States is going to have a chance to see some type of showers and thunderstorms today here. But as you can see, we do have the slight risk, a big old area here across parts of Missouri, Springfield, as far south as Jonesboro, Arkansas, going in towards Jackson, Tennessee, Nashville, Tennessee, Bowling Green, Kentucky, Cincinnati, Ohio, Indianapolis, Indiana, St. Louis, Missouri. All these areas are going to be under the gun yet again for some severe weather. Well, Springfield and St. Louis, you guys, but as the threat has shifted east and more towards Kentucky, you guys, and Tennessee, they're going to be under the gun. But yet again, Missouri and parts of St. Louis, yet again, will have to experience some severe weather. And we do have a marginal risk that goes from deep South Texas extending into Oklahoma, Louisiana, Arkansas, northern Mississippi, extreme northern Alabama, on into West Virginia. And we also do have a marginal risk here for parts of Iowa, southern Minnesota, South Dakota, and extreme parts of northeast Nebraska. As we check the probability to see what these storms could possibly be doing, you guys, we do have a 2% chance of a tornado threat here across parts of southeast Missouri, southern Illinois, into Indiana, and parts of Ohio and Kentucky. So we will be on the lookout for some tornadoes today, you guys. Hail probability, we do have a 15% chance here to see some hail on the order of 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter across this area of the mid Mississippi Valley extending into the Ohio Valley. And we do have a 5% area encompassing the marginal risk to see some hail. As we go to wind probability, we have a 15% chance of seeing winds in excess of 55 to 60 miles per hour here across the mid Mississippi Valley and Ohio Valley, and a 5% encompassing the marginal risk from deep South Texas on into parts of West Virginia. No significant tornadoes to worry about, you guys. We do have a significant hatched hail area. I'm going to zoom in a little closer to that for that, you guys. As you can see, that does include the Springfield, Missouri area. Just to the south of St. Louis, might as well include you guys in it. You are close enough. Owensville, Waynesville, all you guys are in the hatch area for hail that could be on the order of 2+ inches in diameter. So we will be on the lookout for some damaging hail if you're in parts of southern Missouri and southern Illinois. As we go to the significant wind, you guys, no significant winds. So now we're going to go to the HRRR to see just how these storms are going to play out here today. Let me get this pulled up, you guys. We're going to start at about 12 o'clock at the time we usually start. All right, and as you can see around the noontime, we're probably going to have some showers, maybe some thunderstorms developing here around the Houston area and western Louisiana, southwest Louisiana, the Lake Charles, Lafayette area. We will have some showers starting to pop off here across areas of Kentucky and Tennessee around the noon hour that could be producing some gusty winds and hail here, and we will have a cluster of heavy showers look like and thunderstorms across parts of southern Wisconsin and parts of northern Illinois. As we move on to about 4 p.m., you guys, let's check and see. All right, by 4 p.m., still not much going on in the slight risk across Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, and Tennessee, but we could have some daytime heating showers popping up across southeast Texas, southern Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, even getting into parts of Georgia and the Carolinas here. We move on to about 7, 8 in the late afternoon, evening, guys. All right, here we go. As we start to move into late afternoon, going into the evening hours, look at the cluster of showers and thunderstorms that develops here across southern Missouri, Illinois, stretching into extreme southern Indiana and parts of Kentucky. All these cells will have the potential to be producing all hazards, so please be on the lookout later this evening around 7, 8 o'clock in this area. Even here across parts of the Arklatex, just to the east of Dallas, Shreveport, extending to east towards Monroe, Louisiana, we could see some showers and thunderstorms here, producing some locally gusty winds and hail. Here, even across parts of West Central Texas, we have some cells here starting to pop up around the 8 p.m. hour. And as you can see here across parts of southern Louisiana, southwest Louisiana, into parts of southern Mississippi, Alabama, even the Florida Panhandle, southern Georgia, we could see some showers and thunderstorms going on. As we head into the overnight hours, you guys, 2 a.m. Let's go to about 2 a.m. All right, and you can see the severe threat starts to die down some. We do have some showers and thunderstorms, some clusters of showers and thunderstorms here that could be across Texas during the overnight hours. Look like some heavy showers with embedded thunderstorms across Tennessee that's going to be going on, and also some showers and thunderstorms across Ohio, West Virginia, and starting to get into parts of Pennsylvania. As we move on to about 7 a.m., as we go into tomorrow, you guys, convective outlook day 2. All right, that's going to segue us into day 2. And as you can see, we're going to have yet again a general thunderstorm risk here across much of the southern United States and up into the plains area. With the severe threat, we have a slight risk here across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. And we also have another risk here for the Carolinas tomorrow. We're going to start out with the Carolinas first. You can see here across North Carolina, the Outer Banks, particularly the coastal waters, will have the greatest threat for severe weather tomorrow. And we do have a marginal risk for Virginia Beach, Raleigh, and Columbia. As we move on to parts of the southern plains here, uh, Oklahoma City, northern Oklahoma, southern Kansas, parts of the Texas Panhandle, you will be under a slight risk. Let's check the probabilities to see what's in store for tomorrow. We will have a 2% chance of tornadoes here across parts of the southern plains, extending into Colorado, excuse me, you guys, and parts of Nebraska, southwest Nebraska here. So we will be on the lookout for some tornadoes. Hail probability. We have a 15% chance of 1 to 1.5 inch in diameter here across parts of the Texas Panhandle, Oklahoma, southern Kansas. A 5% encompassing the marginal risk here, and also along the Carolinas coastal waters, you will have a 5% chance of seeing that hail. Wind probability 15% here across the Carolinas to see those strong locally gusty winds on the order of 55 to 60 miles per hour. And then we also have that 5% encompassing the outer edge of that. As we move to the southern plains here, yet again across Oklahoma, southern Kansas, a 15% chance of those winds, 55 to 60 miles per hour, with a 5% encompassing the outer edge of that, which could go as far east as the Memphis area, could see some strong gusty winds, or as far north as Rapid City, South Dakota here. So yet again, these storms could produce some severe weather, you guys, and we do not have any significant tornadoes, so that's good news. Tomorrow, we do have a significant hail threat area for the slight risk across parts of Texas, Oklahoma, and Kansas. on the order of 2+ inches in diameter. We will have to be on the lookout for that. No wind, no significant wind, so that is always good news, you guys. As we continue to move this on out, the HRRR, we're going to go to about 12 p.m. on Tuesday. And you can see we don't have nothing going on across the Carolinas yet, but as you can see here across Oklahoma and in northeast Oklahoma, extreme southern Kansas, could start to have some cells popping up here, producing all hazards possibly. So we'll be on the lookout as early as the afternoon, the start of the noon hour. As we get into 4 o'clock, look at all the heavy rain starting to develop here around the Houston area, extending on towards as far east as New Orleans across southeast Louisiana. Afternoon, daytime heating showers and thunderstorms will be in store. We will start to have clusters of storms developing across Oklahoma, Kansas. Be on the lookout, northern Mississippi, northern Arkansas. And look at here across the outer banks of the Carolinas, have some heavy cells popping up here, even across parts of southern Georgia. These look like some heavy cells here. Could be producing some severe weather, even though you're not in the marginal risk there. Be on the lookout. As we get to 8 o'clock, late afternoon, evening, you can see the cluster of storms here across the southern United States, East Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Arkansas. This is from the daytime heating and also from these disturbances that's going to be producing this severe weather. We can even go all the way up into South Dakota here, where we're going to have some heavy showers and thunderstorms for the evening hours tomorrow. And you can see the heavier stuff is starting to push off of the outer banks of North Carolina. As we get to the overnight hours on Tuesday, let me make sure the dates are correct, you guys. I was up with it until then. Yes, the overnight hours Tuesday going into Wednesday, you can see here, you guys, we could have some showers here across southeast Texas and southern Louisiana yet again. And then as we push the HRRR out as far as it will go, for us, you guys, and this will be for 7 a.m. on Wednesday, which does segue us into convective outlook day 3. You can see that does bring the severe weather threat here across parts of the plains here again. West Texas, Oklahoma, Kansas, but the slight risk does include Colorado, just to the east of Denver, going into Cheyenne, Wyoming, even into parts of extreme western Kansas. We will be on the lookout for that slight risk. Look at this heavy cluster that could be around eastern Nebraska and western Omaha, you guys. I'm having a hard time this morning with these names, you guys. But yes, this is going to be a very active week for severe weather and heavy rains that could possibly produce flash flooding. So if you haven't done so, you guys, be sure to share, like, and subscribe to your Weather on the Fly so you can stay up to date and weather aware. That's going to be it for this one. Everyone be safe, be careful, and I'll talk to you all in the next one.